So I realized that my audio was not turned on. So this first half of the video does not have audio, unfortunately. So with that being said, I'm just recording over what I was saying. So to begin with, I am featuring how to use the Sephora gemstone palette. And I'm going to show you a tutorial on how I use this eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to use these brushes that I got from Temu. They're dual-ended, and yeah, I think they were like $7 or something. So I ended up using those tools to do the eyeshadow look. There's two in there that I end up using, and yeah. So, and also I mentioned later in the video, I use a eye primer to set my eyeshadow base on. And yeah, the rest is in the video. As you'll see, I realized that I don't have audio. So, anyways, enjoy the rest of the video. Bye!
Okay guys, hopefully you guys can hear me now. I just realized I didn't have my mic on. But anyways, back to my Ulta Veil Matte Eye Primer from Ulta Beauty in different shades. The one I had before this was like a pinky shade. This is more like my skin tone, which is nice. So I put one dot there, and then I'm gonna put on the other side, like again, another dot, small dot. I forgot to mention I do have like skincare on. I have like toner and moisturizer on my face. I usually do two types of primer on my eyes. I do this, and then I usually use my Huda Beauty foundation stick. I would put a little bit on here. Actually, I'm going to show you guys because I usually do that. So as you guys can see, I have like none left. But she doesn't make this anymore. I couldn't find her foundation sticks. I love it so much. So I just use my finger. And then I just put it on top of my lid. You guys can see it's more my skin tone now. Get that evenness. So I do that. And then I always have like a makeup wipe handy so I can wipe my fingers. After that, I use like a cushion. Got these cushions also from Temu. So just pat it down. Removes the excess liquid that's on there. Kind of gets it all to be flush and matte looking. I am good with that. I usually get like here too because I have eye wrinkles, so gotta make sure I get the wrinkles at the end to be blended in. Again, this is the Sephora Gemstone palette, Precious Gemstone palette. Usually because this is like concealer foundation type, I usually use this powder to help me, and I'm gonna use this brush. I think I'm gonna use the angled brush. I'm gonna go in here and then go like this. So I'm gonna use the mirror I have. Usually go like this, closer so you guys can see. Just to get like that even skin tone. And again, this is what I do to achieve my makeup look. I know a lot of people are like, wow, you're doing too much. Just put it on your eyeshadow, just put it on your lids and call it a day. But for me, makeup is therapy. Like, it makes me feel good, it makes me relax. So if I do all these steps, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay? Okay, guys. So now it's more my skin tone. And then usually nowadays I use this color I usually do in the crease, and then this I do on the main part of my lid, and then I'm going to use this shimmer. So let me do that. I'll use this shade and tap off the extra, and then I go into my crease. And I kind of like to pack it in there. Sometimes I remove the extra excess, sometimes I don't. Depends on how dark I want it to be. But that's how I do it. Again, this is how I do my eyeshadow. See how it's in the crease now? Look at that. Look at that shadow. Okay. Okay, let me go and do the other side. And like anything with makeup, you can build it. And I kind of sometimes bring it down like this. And then now I'm gonna go in with the darker shade. I'm gonna use a different brush, use a packing brush. And I'm gonna go in with this darker shade right here. It's a tad bit darker. And then go onto my base. So I'm just gonna put it on the base of my lid. I like to do this look again because it's easy to do and it's nice. And the days that I just don't want to, I just want to use a normal color, don't want to be too colorful, I just do this look. Thing I'm gonna do is add a shimmer. I usually use this shimmer right here, and I usually apply it with my finger. I just feel like it's easier to do that, so go like this. And I just put it over. I start in the corner, and then I just work it around. Depending how pigmented I want it to be, I'll do a second layer, especially if I want like more color in the lid area. And then I use my other middle finger to do the other side. That is my eyeshadow look. Sometimes I buff it out a little bit. I take the lighter brush side, like this side, and kind of go like this. Buff it out a little bit. If I notice it's not looking symmetric enough. But yeah, that's the eyeshadow look, guys. And I like the round look. So I'm going to show you guys the rest of my makeup and be right back. Okay, guys. Final look with the eyeshadow and everything. So this is what I usually wear to go to work. Just normal makeup. Nothing too out of the box with normal colors. Again, this is the eyeshadow. Stunning. I love how it looks. And yeah, that is everything, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.